All set and sprinting away from the 1200-meter marker. Western Jack, Miraculous Man, Landing on the Moon. Those three began well with Bennelong Point up along the inside. Sound of Hooves is right there too. To the outside of the track this time round is up there in the firing line. On the outside is Miss Tucker. Further back in the field came Tiger in Red and Grey Smoke. Further down the field is Midnight Advocate, and then came Western Jack as further down the field, racing about 7 lengths off the leader. That single file rather. 600 to go, and Western Jack, the green cap, up along the inside, the leader with this time round, and on the outside is Grey Smoke. Miraculous Man is just in behind those. Then Landing on the Moon. Bennelong Point is on the far inside. Tiger in Red. Towards the outside is Single File and Miss Tucker. The head down with 400 metres left to go. Along the inside, Bennelong Point strikes the front. On the outside is this time round. Then came Miraculous Man between runners. Down along the inside is Landing on the Moon, but it is Bennelong Point who's clear here inside the closing stages. On the outside, Grey Smoke, then Miraculous Man. Further to the outside is Midnight Advocator. Bennelong Point is keeping rolling from Grey Smoke. Bennelong Point beat home Grey Smoke in a short head finish. Third place will go to Miraculous Man. Single file and behind that Midnight Advocator. Let's have another look at the head-on replay. The numbers have not gone up yet, but Bennelong Point has struck the front up along the inside from this time round, and the numbers have gone up now as 5, 10, 1 and 9. Thank you very much. 5, 10, 1 and 9. Bennelong Point has beaten home Grey Smoke. You see this, the change of the stick here from the right to the left, but it's that signature that Kamal has been known for, to wave the wand in the closing stages, that might have landed him in hot water here had he got beat. It was a short head, and down to the line they come. He looked confident enough, did Samanga, on Bennelong Point, but the line came in time for him as Bennelong Point has held off Grey Smoke in a absolute nail-biting finish. It's a short head at the line. Very close indeed.
Thank you very much. Welcome back. First leg of the bite pot. And yeah, Nico and I did say the danger to his runner was number 5, Bennelong Point. So well done to the Gavin Smith stable, winning with Samanga Kumalo aboard. And with me, I've got Temba. He's collecting on behalf of JJ. He gets 1,500 Rand from World Sports Betting. Thank you to the sponsor for the grooms. Much appreciated and well deserved. There we go. Let's go to Samanga. Got very, very close at the end there as well, I thought, at the moment. But coming to the races, firstly, well done, Samanga. Nice to be back in the winner's box. You obviously looked at the field on paper, and you must have given yourself each way chance here.
Yes, obviously, he ran a nice race with Dennis last time, obviously, on a poly. Back on the grass, headwind, and also, you know, the track is in neat condition, but the wind is just blowing us all over the show. But I came out, ended up finding one to follow. And I think coming about the 500, those I was following started to just get a little bit tired. I thought maybe it's time now I could show him daylight, but I got down just to try and hide away from the wind and just to balance him, use the hands as long as I could. And, you know, the moment I started to ask him a little bit of effort, he was getting blown around a little bit, but just gladly that he held up. Big thanks to Smith Racing Team. And again, to the Bana family, Uncle Solly, thanks for all the support. And this one for Faisal and family. Well done today to him. And to my sponsors, Maurice Fontaine, Vugabush Drift, well done to them. And again, you know, the grooms, they do the hard work behind the scenes. And, you know, we take it lightly, but these horses, 500 kilos is 500 kilos.
Absolutely.
And if you have to look after and you still had to, you sort of like have a hard job, but, you know, once the winners are coming, it becomes a pleasure. So well done to the guys. And again, to Smith Racing Team, I've been off for a while, so it's always nice to come back, my first rider, and just get on board. And just hoping for a great season.
Tremendous. Well done, Samanga.
Thank you. And again to the Bling fans. Whoop, whoop.
There's the whoop whoop back in PE. Nice to have him back here as well. And Gavin, well done, back in the winner's box as well. A horse has been knocking on the door. I'm going to quickly go to Marilyn from the Racehorse Owners Association membership, just to get that into the picture there. An extra 15,000 Rand, and we have mentioned it before, and it's really well worth it. You register with the Racehorse Owners Association, and you can end up getting the 15,000 or 7.5, depending on whatever is the agreement there. Well done, Marilyn. Gavin, you'll be happy with Bennelong Point because when studying form as well, I thought the last run was a very, very good run. That 400 to finish was quick.
Yes, it was, Neil. His first run, we were a little disappointed with him, but we took the blinkers off and added a tongue tie, and his next start was, like you say, his 400 to finish was good. Yeah. And today we just had to give him a little chance, and he'd round off his race, and he'd come on, and he started enjoying himself down here. The headwind's a bit tricky today, so I said to Samanga, just try and find him a bit of cover, which was a bit difficult where we were drawn, but fortunately there was one horse that was quicker than us. We could follow halfway through. I think he would have done better if there was a bit more cover till a little bit later, so he was exposed quite a long way out, and this winner's strong out there today, Neil.
Yeah, well, Samanga was talking about trying to get low in the saddle. You can't get lower in the saddle than Samanga does.
Exactly that.
So that's a big plus as well. Gavin, obviously you've got a lot of runners. We talk about that. I'm just asking about 3 runners that I've earmarked that myself as a punter studying form, and then you can add anything else. In race 4, you've got number 1, Green Falcon. Now that comes back to the turf, and for me, that's Green Falcon loves the turf.
I think he uses himself better on the turf, Neil. He enjoys more of a patient ride. If you've got to be after him and chase him, he doesn't want to round it off.
All right, race 4, you've got the grey, number 7, Haya Feya Laktakul. I think a runner that last time out, I actually wrote his name down, the difficult name that it is to follow next time out. And I've actually made him my first choice in a very competitive race because there's value about him.
It's a very competitive race at Neil. I think, a widespread race, and I think you've got to go wide in that race. He's well at home and expecting to be thereabouts.
Okay, and then in the last race is my value of the day. I found a runner from yours about 2 weeks ago at 45 to 1. And funny enough, last race today in race 9, Vegas Gold. I think you've got Vegas Gold in the right race and he's raced against Stronger. I think this is a massive runner at a decent price.
Neil, he loves 1,000 metres, whether it be turf or poly. But I do agree with you. I think he's coming to the right field. He's raced against Strong, and it was just a division a bit above himself. And I don't think the form actually speaks for itself. I think he's a better horse than that, Neil.
All right. Anything else that you'd like to earmark or pinpoint for the viewers out there? We do start in the PA coming up.
Yeah, I wouldn't leave a filly like Trip to Barberton out. She's doing well enough at home. She'll enjoy the long straight to unwind. But I think you've covered pretty much everything. But
all right, thanks so much.
Thank you very much. Well done to Solly and to his son Faisal, and thanks to my sponsor Sollywood.
Tremendous. That's Gavin Smith racing back in the winner's box. They had a tremendous season. That's our reigning champion here in the Eastern Cape as the trainer goes. It's a big story behind the scenes here as well. A big team, and they do a sterling job. He has pointed us in the right direction about a couple of runners. I do think we'll see Gavin a little bit later on in the day as well. Let's not forget that the place accumulator comes up next.